The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
First play, Watson to the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Encroachment defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Well, here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Down the numbers. There he goes. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We look at this Browns defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop
fighting through, and he's got space. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There were... lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They get this out left. Touchdown, Colts. A great play there. first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here. That's caught. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Here's Watson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for him to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the number 1 rated unit against the pass in the NFL after just 1 week.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson off play action. And that is incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On first down, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Clock runs, less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 28. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And it's Adebawore, the one who got in there for the sack.
you call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
To throw on second is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here are the Colts to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is someone up.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Alec Pierce with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out and focus on the new one. And typically they play much better in game two. So I would agree with you totally on that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 64 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball. And unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Watson. And they're right past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the others.
There he goes, left side. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown, Colts! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Now it's Watson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. picked off by Pat Surtain.
Gardner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. It's a pickup of 12. That'll set up the 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got Pierce. Down the sideline he goes. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's got another one to Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston taking it in. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball. I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. Pass out left finds Johnston. Touchdown, Colts! Quentin Johnston with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Round 7.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, Those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line.
Gain of 23 yards. And the Browns first down.
Back to throw, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Julian Blackmon in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Watson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown! A great play there. 45 yards. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns set to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Now inside the 25. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Browns. Elijah Moore. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns are able to at least get one score back. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making it. Touchdown, Colts! From 6 yards away. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Watson, off play action, under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Leonard able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy, and that particular play just came from the outside.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Browns 14.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you express that because you gave plenty of reasons why people want to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Touchdown, Colts! A 2-yard touchdown ground.
And the Colts had 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Browns 14.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Watson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Watson.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. He's got right on the short throw. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes, and boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead, and some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game. He's moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he's got Pierce. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll try and run. Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Shaquille Leonard. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know if a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant